We're live.
Hello, yeah.
See you. So, what are we going to talk about today? This is a Trickle stream session where we will talk about PKM co-working. We did 5 PKM co-working sessions last week, and
Yeah.
we share a little bit how this was and what we are going to do with it in next week.
Mm-hmm.
And there was a new Trickle release today, which I'm very excited about, and I'll share some features and to give a walkthrough through the new version.
Perfect. Yeah.
Okay.
Mm-hmm.
So yeah, let's start with PKM co-working. So as a reminder, PKM co-working is this idea that we tried out last week,
Mm-hmm.
that we reserve 1 hour for personal knowledge management, right?
Yeah, exactly.
And we go live on a stream, basically as a service and maybe start of a little community where people that want to join, that want to work on their PKM systems can
Mm-hmm.
join us. We are doing 2 Pomodoros. I'll unfold this here, maybe focusing on this section here for now. You see here
Mm-hmm.
that this 1 hour is split between 5-minute intro and motivation, then 25-minute Pomodoro sprint, then a 5-minute break,
Yeah.
and another 25-minute Pomodoro break.
Yeah.
Um, in total, it's 60 minutes, and then we typically stay for a
Mm-hmm.
little chat. But yeah, then 1 hour is already gone for or invested into our note taking.
Yeah.
And yeah, what were your experiences last week? We did 5 of these sessions, right? Or 4 or 5?
I believe we did 4 of these
Yeah,
sessions starting from Tuesday. I found them very interesting, and I really liked the factor of accountability that it created for us to work on our personal knowledge, because it's something that we keep on delaying,
yeah.
that we'll do it, or we'll do it, or we'll do it, but we never lock a time in our calendars to actually do it. So this actually gave us that push to actually work on it, and I really like that.
Yeah, and I agree. Same on my side. It was nice to obviously to be a little bit accountable through these streams,
Exactly.
and
Hmm.
yeah, it was just a good timer basically to start working on either revisiting some notes, revisiting some
Yeah.
sources that I collected over the time, or um, actually, yeah, going through newsletters and doing something
Yeah,
new, adding something new to my knowledge database.
definitely. Yeah.
So if we decided now after this basically test to continue doing this, not 5 times a week, but 3 times a week,
Yeah.
Monday, Wednesday, Friday. And to make it a little bit simpler, it's always at the same time, 3 p.m. German time. So
Yeah.
that would be, yeah, basically, hopefully that works also in different time zones.
Mm-hmm.
Um, you can find out more either on the Luma page here,
Mm-hmm.
which shows the session dates, and if you want, you can register, and then you get a little reminder. Or you can go to this page where it's also a Notion for now. We describe a little bit the background and also show where the streams will be broadcasted, right? There's no need to register. You can just go to the Trickle Twitter page. By the way, this is now currently on my private Trickle page. I'll update that now or after the stream. But basically, you find here there are multiple ways to listen to that
Yeah.
stream. Good. Anything else to mention here?
Mm, I think we've covered it
Yeah,
all.
no, right. It's still early. It's still like seeing how it feels, seeing how it goes. But if you
Yeah.
want to work on your personal knowledge management and get a
Yeah.
little motivation,
Yeah.
then yeah, it would be fun to if you join us.
Also, the recording will be available. So
Yeah,
even
that's a
if
good point.
yeah, so even if somebody misses the session out, they can still play the recording and do their own PKM session
Right,
whenever
yeah, there's this
they find the time.
async option of participating in the sessions as well.
Yeah.
Or like we said, you can do even two in a row. If you
Yeah.
have not, if 1 hour is not enough, you can do two more
Yeah.
sprints if you want.
Yeah. Yeah. Yeah.
Self-serve.
Yeah.
Good. So the Trickle release 4.4, um, here very simple, just for me as a reminder. So I'll show you a new connect button,
Yeah.
which makes it much easier to connect.
Mm-hmm.
A date filter, which is perfect also for PKM co-working because it allows me to look at what have I added to my Trickle last week, for example, or last month.
Yeah. Yeah.
An insight editor, so it's easier to edit insights in Trickle right away,
Yeah.
and a slightly modified add new section.
Mm-hmm.
So voila. Here you see my Trickle account, and hopefully the first thing that strikes that stands out is already the connect button.
Yes.
Um, the it will probably not stay here in the My Trickle section, but it will definitely stay whenever you click on something
Mm-hmm.
here on the top right. Because
All right.
typically when you want to connect something, you want to connect an individual item, in this case, for example, this website, to
Yeah.
something else.
Mm-hmm.
If you are in My Trickle, it's not yet 100% clear what you want to connect.
Yeah.
At the moment, if you connect here, we connect it to your inbox,
Yeah.
but probably we just remove the button here. But
Mm-hmm.
anyway, if you want to connect something, let's see, for example, if I want to connect something to this video.
Yeah.
First, I click on this video,
Mm-hmm.
and now I click here the connect button,
Mm-hmm.
and that opens now my Trickle, the same thing you saw a little bit
Okay.
before,
Mm-hmm.
but in this, we call it
Window.
Orange Navigator,
Yeah.
where you can now connect to the current active item with the click of a button. So if I
Perfect.
want, for
Yeah.
example, to connect
Mm-hmm.
this item here to the active item here, to
Yeah.
this video, I just
Mhm.
click the connect button.
Okay, that's nice. Yeah.
Yes, and I this is a list. If I would scroll down now, it would just show my recent items that I have in Trickle. I could basically scroll endlessly. It's just what's basically on top of mind in your Trickle, but you can also search, right? If I would now search, for example, for, let's do something more interesting, for design, then the search result, you still hold basically your active item here, and now you can see the results and connect an item here, for example, this one, just as a test, to the currently active item. And if you're done, you can continue. You can scroll through more items. But if you're done, you can, one moment. Here you go.
Yes, thank you.
You were gone for a minute.
Yeah.
I was just explaining that when you see the search results, you can connect one
Yeah.
item,
Mm-hmm.
but you can also continue to select other items.
Yeah.
And when you're done, you click the big close button here on the top, and then you're back at this view,
Mm-hmm.
and you see what you connected now to the
Perfect.
current
Yeah.
active item.
Mm-hmm.
And if you want, you can disconnect it here again
Mm-hmm.
with a single click, right?
Yeah. Yeah.
Again, clicking the connect button,
Mm-hmm.
then selecting what you want to connect,
Mm-hmm.
um, and then you close it again. You also have the possibility to quickly access your favorites. Any item that you connect often to,
Yeah. Mm-hmm.
it's a good idea to add this to your favorites. You do so by wherever you are in Trickle. For example, I just go back here. If I
Mm-hmm.
now think, okay, I want to connect a lot of things to Dieter Rams here, then I could click the More button and click Add to Favorites.
Mm-hmm.
And
Yeah.
now I would see this item always here in my favorites, and I can quickly select it, even if I go, for example, now to to a different item.
Yeah.
Let's say go here. It's already connected. You'll see what happens.
Mm-hmm.
I click on connect, I click on favorites, and
Perfect.
then you
Yeah.
still see the item here, but you see that it's already connected.
Mm-hmm.
Um,
Yeah.
okay, so, and here at the bottom, you also have a close button.
And what does the My Trickle button do that is besides my favorite?
Here, this one, or no,
Yes, sorry.
this is basically toggling between favorites
Okay, okay, okay.
and your recent My Trickle
Mm-hmm.
items.
All right, all right, perfect. Mm-hmm.
And yeah, you can at any time you can type something in the search and it would still work.
Yeah.
Um, Also, when you are here in this mode where you see basically the connections, you can just also search and it will automatically go into this connect mode
Mm-hmm.
so that you can connect things with each other.
Mm-hmm.
That's the beauty of Trickle, right? That you can connect anything with anything.
Mm-hmm.
Similarly, like your brain reminds you of certain things. So you can, if you, for example, watch this film, you can not only connect it to the expert here, but also to your watch list if you have something like that, or some project where you are currently researching material for. You can add it to design, you can add it to good filmmaking. You don't have any limit, and
Mm-hmm.
you don't have to decide where to put it, right? You just connect it to whatever you want.
Mm-hmm. Yeah. Mm-hmm.
So I hope that the connect button is now easily visible, easy to access,
Yeah.
and yeah, you can work with it from here.
Yeah. This will be helpful.
The next point um, is the date filter. Yeah,
Mm-hmm.
and the date filter is. I'll start from it in a place where I typically use it.
Mm-hmm.
That's here in my Trickle. I click here the little filter button,
Mm-hmm.
then date. And now I can filter,
Oh,
for example, okay, what happened last week, basically.
yeah.
So I click last week, and you see here, these are the items that I added and connected to my Trickle last week. You see it's on top here, it's 171 items.
Ah,
Um,
okay.
yeah, sometimes I'm myself a little surprised how much it is, but it doesn't feel
That
so
much.
much, especially when you get newsletters or you just. I'm fully in the habit now of keeping
Mm-hmm.
basically things that somehow resonate in Trickle.
Yeah.
And so you see here what I added, and just this is also useful. For example, sometimes that I then just go through it, right, and select things that stand out to me.
Mm-hmm.
Here, this was interesting, far better than I thought. This was a good podcast, right? I can now basically, like in a shopping cart, collect things from my memory, here in this
Yeah.
case, the tool with Trickle, right? I can select the things that we talked about here. We talked, I think, about this in PKM co-working also. And then when I'm done, I have them all now here in the persistent selection.
Yeah.
The good thing in Trickle is even if I go somewhere else, even if I, for example, close this now and go to the connections of Dieter Rams, where I was a bit before, then I carry this with me basically, right? It's not
Yeah.
gone. And now I can, for example, um, copy it to the clipboard to send it to a friend, right?
Right.
Or to
Mm-hmm.
use it in a different note-taking system, right?
Yeah.
Especially Notion. I typically then use the um, this version of adding a list symbol, selecting Markdown, because Notion then formats the links specifically well.
Mm-hmm.
But for others, for emails, I typically use plain text, or for messenger applications,
Mm-hmm.
I just use a certain format here. And yeah, so I can take the things out of my
Yeah.
memory, basically my tool, and put them into the apps that I'm using.
Mm-hmm.
And when I'm done, I press clear and the selection is gone.
Yeah.
Okay, so that was the date filter. By the way, the date filter is also available in the connect mode. So if I connect something and I think like, this was, I think, yesterday, I can go to date filter
Mm-hmm.
yesterday, and then I see only the things that I connected and edited
Yeah,
yesterday.
perfect. This is very convenient. Yeah.
Yeah, and it's also just the start
Mm.
because I can narrow it also down, right? Not only I can use the date filter, but also I can
Yeah.
say now, okay, oh, show me only the streams, right?
Mm-hmm.
So I can narrow it down. I can navigate it a little bit better.
Yeah. Yeah.
We'll
Yeah.
continue to add
Mm-hmm.
filter options there,
Yeah.
um, because this is also a powerful way to browse
Yes.
your memory, right?
Yeah.
All of this is like a far better version of Google for me, right? Because it's like I put these things in here,
Mhm.
and I think that what I wanted to say is the experience of browsing it is far more
Mm.
pleasurable because it's all insightful stuff that I willingly put in there and not
Exactly.
optimized
Yeah.
content
Yeah.
that I have to navigate. And
Yeah. It's your Google basically.
yes, it's
Yeah.
basically exactly.
Yeah. Yeah.
Okay, so that was the um, the date filter,
Mm-hmm.
the insight editor. So in Trickle, one thing that sets Trickle apart also, I mean, again, this is also just a hint of that we are basically designing Trickle to be this useful tool for you
Yeah.
to remember anything, right?
Mm-hmm.
And remembering mostly sources at the moment, right? That's our main starting point. But insights
Mm-hmm.
are really your insights, the things that you basically realize, right? That you learn, that you want to keep, and that you want to connect to other content. So, for example, the other day, I was realizing that this minimal viable product mindset
Mm-hmm.
can also wonderfully be applied to other things. And I'm obviously not the first person who thought about this. So I researched a little bit in Google and found a few people who talked about this also. So I connected, I created this very rough insight, just the title,
Yeah.
and connected already what I found, right? And it's here in my productivity stream. You see
Yeah.
in the stream,
Mm-hmm.
insights are like basically pages in a book, or right. You have one after the other.
Practice. Yeah.
I can
Yeah.
also sort them, right? I can move them up or down.
Yeah.
Here, it's
Edit
just
them.
all a start, but yeah, you can think of it like a different way of writing a book or write over time, right?
Mm-hmm.
Now, the editor here, that's an improvement. If I click now in here with the cursor, now I can write text, obviously nothing fancy,
Mm-hmm.
unless you have to build it.
Yeah.
Then this is really, really, and now I'm really happy that
Yeah.
we have this editor.
Yeah.
Um, this is a quote we already like started to allow for a quote,
Perfect.
and for quotes as a sign that this is not your words but
Mm-hmm.
basically quote. We have far more plans to make this even more useful,
Mm-hmm.
but yeah, that's a start basically.
Yeah.
And then when you write that, you can save it here,
Mm-hmm.
and that's it. You can look at insights if you want in the Discover section. Let me do this now that's always my go-to area when I want to show what what insights are supposed to look like, because my friend and business partner, Phil, created here great streams. For
Mm-hmm.
example, this one. And here inside, you see 35 insights are in here.
Mm-hmm.
And if you click one of those, you see
Yeah.
how insights are can be much more rich,
Yeah.
basically. You
Mm-hmm.
can look at it one at a time,
Yeah.
probably work a little bit more on the navigation, that it's all a little bit more fluent. But
Mm-hmm.
that's the core idea also of Trickle, that once you have your insights in there, at some point you can publish them if you want. By default, everything is private, right? That's important to say. So by default, all the things that you put here in Trickle are not published.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
Good. That's the Insight Editor. And what else? Whoops. One moment. Okay, here you are again.
So,
The add new area, that's now
yeah.
the last update I want to show you. That's here basically the second part of the we have the connect button, and on the other side we have the add new button, and
Mm-hmm.
that is for everything you want to add to Trickle.
Mm-hmm.
You can add, for example, any text here with links.
Mm-hmm.
Let me show that to you. Maybe if I go here. For example, here you have a text with two links, right? So I can just copy this,
Mm-hmm.
um, paste it here. You see
Mm-hmm.
the links are here, and now I can scan it for sources. And I see the two links
Okay. Okay.
basically here available now to connect them
Mm-hmm.
to the
Yeah.
current context.
Mm-hmm.
That would be in my inbox. But if I would have been here, for example, in this video,
Yeah.
then they would be shown here.
Mm-hmm.
There's a shortcut which we have to be probably make more obvious. You don't have to put the text in here. You can also just paste it.
Mm-hmm.
Just paste it here on the page. You
Mm-hmm.
see that it's now pasted, and again, you see the content here. This
Yeah.
works even with much longer texts.
Mm-hmm.
I'm now just to make the point. Let's see whether that works. Copy. I
Mm-hmm.
copy now this website, and now I close the result and
Yeah.
paste this here, and you see, well, okay, four four links are in here,
Yeah.
and you see, for example, also a tweet.
Mm-hmm.
For tweets, we take a screenshot automatically and show it here as an image, and this
Mm-hmm.
is from archive.org.
Yeah.
So, and you have other add new options, for example, add stream, add
Yeah.
expert. If you add a stream, you can also connect it to the current context. Keep in mind that now here, right, I can, if I create a stream, it's basically in my Trickle, but
Mm-hmm.
maybe I want to connect it here right away to this Less But Better
Yeah.
YouTube video. So I would click add new, add stream. Now maybe Less But Better.
Mm-hmm.
And then I would check this box, add stream, and then it would be automatically um, here the new stream, and it would be
Yeah.
automatically connected to this
Yeah.
source. And if I
Mm-hmm.
click here, the other way around, now this is connected to this too. And
Perfect.
this is just a placeholder image, and we can then click edit stream and choose a different
Yeah.
image. And worry less is always good. and
Yeah.
so that's that.
Mm-hmm.
I delete the screen again. And add new works also, like this is an edge case, but if you want to bring, for example, content from YouTube, you see here import options. If you
Yeah.
want to bring content from YouTube in here, you can actually connect with your YouTube account.
Mm-hmm.
I'll do this here with basically
Mm-hmm.
my account and then scan liked videos or scan playlist. I now scan the liked videos. And these are videos that I liked recently, this little
Yeah.
button at the YouTube videos. This is a nice virtuous circle, I think, because Trickle made me now like the videos that I like. Basically, before I didn't do it, but now
Yeah.
I have a reason to do it, and I think it's good for the creators and good for me because now I
Definitely.
see them here.
Yeah. Yeah.
And I can then, for example, here just connect them to the current context or
Yeah.
just connect them and take them. I can even, by the way, this is something I love.
Mm-hmm.
I can even say, oh, yes, I want to connect this and this, and I
Mm-hmm.
just select them, right? For example, here two related to gardening or even three.
Mm-hmm.
And now I close this again.
Mm-hmm.
I still have them here,
Ah,
right?
okay, perfect.
And now I say, okay, actions,
Mm-hmm.
add stream with selection.
Yeah.
And now I could, have a gardening stream, let's say here, and you see that the checkbox is here,
Mm-hmm.
connect for selected items.
Yeah.
Then I could also, another way to do it would be to just search for a garden.
Mm-hmm.
Let's see whether I already have a stream. When search streams are always shown on top
Mm-hmm.
because it's typically so I know now that I don't have any stream
Mm-hmm.
called gardening. You see it also here in the filter stream 0.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
So I could now um, just let me see. Here, I could now create a new stream, but let's imagine this would be, which is it not, but let's imagine this is a stream. Then
Mm-hmm.
I could go here and paste the items in here,
Okay. Yeah.
right? And then I just select the items that I want to connect. I press this little button here. This is the button to paste.
Mm-hmm. Oh, okay. Okay.
Yeah, in the current context, basically, I have the selection. I could then close this again, go somewhere else, maybe here in soundtracks. Well, that's not a good example, but you can. And I paste it here, and then I connect, for example, another one. That's a very trickle way. Well, it's not. You don't have to do it this way, but you can actually use this. One moment. Again, I bring you back. Okay, here you go.
Yeah.
Okay, so well, my main point here was this add new area
Yeah.
with import options from
Mm-hmm.
YouTube, also
Yeah.
Pocket. We support also to scan your Pocket
Yeah.
account, and here are the things. Some of them maybe I want to connect, some not.
Yeah.
You can do this add new in every context, right? It can be if you do it on the main My Trickle area, then we would connect it to your inbox. As a reminder, your inbox is it's also always in your favorites, and
Mm-hmm.
it's this one place where you see 400 things that I don't have connect anywhere else yet,
Yeah.
or that were connected to my inbox in the past, and then I just didn't remove that connection.
Yeah.
By the way, this cleanup connection button would remove every item from here that is connected somewhere else. For example, Home Assistant is connected somewhere else. If I
Mm-hmm.
click this now Home Assistant would be gone from here. Oh, I have to refresh. Not yet 100% streamlined, but oops, I didn't pay attention. I think it's gone. I think it was here, right? This,
Mm-hmm.
uh,
This is
mm,
home automation. That was home
yeah,
assist. Yeah.
perfect home automation was something
Mhm.
else, right?
Yeah.
So it was
Yeah.
between those two.
Yeah. Yeah.
Okay, good. So
Yeah.
I think that's enough now. We have half an hour, so that's the add new option. This was all in the Trickle release 4.4, and as a reminder, the connection button, the date filter, the inside editor,
Yeah.
and the streamlined add new area.
Mhm. Yeah.
Good. Then, Fehmina, thank you so much for keeping me company here.
Yeah.
And then we see us tomorrow, but the next stream will be on Monday
Okay.
in
Yes.
the
3 p.m.
PKM co-working.
Yeah. Yeah.
And if you want to join us, then go here, bit.ly/pkm coworking or lu.ma/pkm coworking, and there you
Mhm.
find all additional information.
Exactly. Yes.
Okay, thank you.
Mhm.
Bye
Thank
bye.
you. See you. Bye.